Hello, everyone. My name is Marcia Douglas, and I am a writer. My work is hybrid and cross-genre, melding fiction, poetry, and creative nonfiction. I am interested in making and remaking form, particularly the form of the novel. My most recent book is The Marvelous Equations of the Dread, a novel in bass rhythm, published by New Directions in 2018. My creative capital project, Genuine Herstory, explores various permutations of fugitivity and migration in the African diaspora, and is in many ways informed by my own immigrant identity. I was born in the UK and grew up in Kingston, Jamaica. I migrated to the US as a teenager and lived as an undocumented immigrant for many years before becoming a US citizen. I arrived at Miami Airport with 10 US dollars my mother had wrapped in a piece of toilet paper, and a return ticket which I've held onto all my life. The centerpiece of my project is a novel. The story is narrated by a self-professed curator who collects all things migration: freedom papers, ship logs, passenger logs, and old passports, as well as items people on the move smuggle with them, such as seeds and plants. Certain surprise items turn up in the curator's collection too, some of them connected to historical figures such as Zora Neale Hurston, who went to Jamaica in 1937 to live among the Maroons, descendants of runaway slaves. Hear this: of running and horses and ships at the horizon. Yes, true, there is a history of running on this island. It began with the Taino Indians running into the hills upon seeing 3 ships on the horizon. And then there were the horses. The first horse was introduced in 1509. By the mid-1600s, they were wild and running everywhere. The very vermin of the country, someone said. Then there were the African slaves and the dogs to chase them. Every track and field champion inhabits this history. And so does the woman running for her bus, and the man fleeing gunshot, and the girl from seat 20D, and you running in a foreign land, the ancestor panting beside you, are no less. My curator-narrator also fills the novel with an archive of various random objects and storylines. Hear this: for the truth is, certain artifacts are archived only in the fissure between sleep and dead, dream and just wake. A 1494 milk tooth can be found in that place, and the cough on board the Henrietta Marie. The lost foot of a slave girl's shoe is there too, running from Chop Chop she was. And look, railroad tracks to that place you can never reach, and there's a mistress's wedding veil, 5,280 feet long, and passport, ship logs, flight feathers, boarding passes to countries of imagination. Mind the door that swings open and shut, waiting for you to slip through to a place of river run, cliff leap, and woman wail. In this blue between, there are 562 species of snails and chips of kitchen conversation that could change the course of history. A morsel of genuine, they float like herstory. Here, a letter with a last Kingston buttercup pressed inside is a thing so rare, silver buttons from deep sea bottom, as to be always valuable. A small see-through envelope of 1834 ganja seeds and a shoebox of phalanges and metatarsals. A jar of wild hog breast milk waits here. A scandal bag tied tight with a double knot. A woman at US Customs, a cassette tape of running feet. Genuine Herstory culminates with a performance installation. I have always been interested in exploring alternate ways in which a writer might share work with an audience. I'm interested in pushing beyond the traditional reading and asking what else a writer sharing work might look like. I'm happy to be in touch with anyone who finds my project of interest. I believe that creativity thrives on community. I'm looking for a literary agent, space and curation support for the performance installation, and I'd also love to connect with any groups or organizations whose work intersects with the migration aspect of the project. Big up Creative Capital, and plenty thanks, everyone.